Notice that Mac is stacking fruit snacking and no lacking in my game. Right now is this opportunity, is the time to take that opportunity to come together and unite. You have so much opportunity. You have so many different individuals who excel in themselves. You have certain individuals who are good at this skill set. Others are good at that skill set. Now is an opportunity and the time to actually be able to come together and bring different skill sets together and unite and to be able to get an outcome. Individuals who have a common goal have different realities with each other. Take advantage of this time right now to be able to come together, build up a team, build up a plan, and execute it. If you have a spokesman, if you have a field manager, if you have a cameraman, a videographer, whatever the case may be, put all those things together. Someone who's good at doing tech or being able to do lighting, being able to set up choreography and things of that nature. Take advantage of that time right now and build it up, evolve on it. A lot of people evolve within themselves. They apply a lot of, pressure, a lot of application within themselves, working on themselves. But you're going to get to a point eventually that you have to work on more than just yourself. You have to work on your environment, your surroundings, individuals that you connected and be around, because it's going to take more than just yourself. Because I'm pretty sure whatever you're trying to do is bigger than just yourself. It's bigger than just you. The amount of people that you're going to serve and the amount of people that you're going to help and affect with your business or brand or service or whatever you have to offer is so much bigger than you. So you have to think bigger than just yourself. You have to think on that level of teamwork. You have to think on that level of networking and connecting with other individuals who have that common like mind and the common goals, to be able to put your resources together, put your skill sets together, make a plan and apply pressure, being applicable to make sure that the plan that you have, the goals that's set, everyone has their own duty. If your duty is to do this, then you have to stay true to that duty. You have to stay responsible and ensure that whatever your responsibility is, you can follow through and fulfill it. Because everybody is a special piece and a special part of the puzzle. And when you begin to lack within yourself and own your piece of the puzzle, then you're creating incompletion, you're creating division, you're slowing the process down and getting to the next level and finishing. That's why it is important to be able to work within yourself, build yourself up. So when that time comes that you're in a position that you can network with others, connect with others, you have something to bring to the table. In business, in relationship, and whatever the case it is, you always want to be able to bring something to the table. In America specifically, you never want to be the liability. You always want to be seen as an asset. So to be able to be an asset and a strong asset requires you to work on yourself, build yourself up. Certain weaknesses that you have to take the initiative to correct those and build those up. Your strengths that you have, things that you're good in, skills and talents that you have to put the time in to work on those, to increase those, to make those better, because when the time comes to use it, when the time comes to apply it, You want to make sure that you're applying your skills in the right manner, at the right timing, and you're being progressive with it. A lot of people applying themselves and doing them things and doing things and putting so much work in, but getting little return because they're doing a lot of things in vain, working against, working against the blueprint. You don't want to be doing things in vain. You don't want to get out here and have so much motion but so little progress. Doing this, doing that, always being a busybody. See, you don't always have to be a busybody. You just have to be smart with your business. You just have to make whatever you're doing, make it make sense. And also make sure that whatever you're doing is aligned with who you are and your true intentions in life. Because the moment you start going against who you are, you're going against your goals. You're going against, you know what I'm saying, your progress and your success. You're going against this when you submit and fall short and start going against things that are against yourself. That's why you can't be sold. That's why you can't sell yourself, sell your soul. You can't put yourself out there to the point that you become so vulnerable to disgrace and shame yourself. You gotta be able to stand on principles and morals because this is what gives you that peace that you need. This is what gives you that comfortability to have to go to sleep. All your shortcomings and all your and games you played and manipulations and finesse, you ain't gotta think about that. You can go to sleep at night knowing that you did what you had to do. You did it with integrity, sincerity, and you stayed true. Too many individuals against themselves thinking that they can take some type of shortcut, thinking that they can be able to, you know, bob and weave and miss all these life lessons that's required, you know, these life lessons that's required, you know, yeah, you, man, my signal kind of going in and out. So if it's going in and out, hey, just come out and come back into the live and it'll be good, you know. But like I was saying, you think you're gonna be able to take these shortcuts trying to miss and get around your shortcomings. Your shortcomings are going to unfold as your potential unfolds. Your potential can be so potent. It can be so potent that you might not know what to do with it. You might not know how to use all of it. You might only know how to use portions of your potential because you got to get a better understanding of your potential. So in the midst of understanding your potential comes mistakes that you may make because this is something foreign to you that you've never used or tried or applied yourself. You're reaching new levels of your potential. So in order to get to the potency of your potential, the best parts of your potential, you're going to come across new grounds and new situations that you've never came across before. And if you can't face that and be able to be ready to come across that and build on top of that and learn from that, then how are you ever going to reach the potency of your potential? How are you ever going to get there? Every time you get close, you get back, you get scared. You can't eat. Every time you get real close to some progression, to what's next, you get fearful. You scared of your own progress. You scared of your own success. There's no need to deal with it. There's no need to experience that when you can allow the harmony of greatness to abide within you. Greatness is in you. Greatness is a part of you. Greatness is there to channel to come out, but you fight and wrestle with it. You have no reason to fight with your greatness. That fear, a lot of people fear the naysayers. A lot of people fear their friends and family and people who've been around them and people who's watched them fail and watched them grow up and seen them make mistakes and come into their shortcomings in life. People fear of how those individuals will look at them and feel about them, but you have to let that go. You might have to let them go, but you don't necessarily have to let them go, but you have to let go of the fear of what they may think of you go. You got to let that part go. But you might have to let individuals go. You might have to separate yourself from individuals who don't see your goals and don't see your vision that you have. You might have to fall back, because if you stay too close to it, they may not say it and they may try their best not to show it, but when you start talking about photons, when you start talking about electrons and the connection of energy between individuals, you can be at a distance, just the thought alone, someone letting these thoughts out, and when you are around these individuals and they having certain thoughts of doubt or fear or misdirection towards your goals and plans that you have, when they're around you and thinking like this, you can easily get caught up into this. You can easily get caught up into this type of energy where it affects you, where it can be able to, trigger you. And you might not know how to deal with it. You might not know how to adjust with it. You might not see it coming, and when it's coming to the point that it's overtaking your positive energy. It's overtaking your willpower and will to do what you need to do. Yeah, it's been times that you've been around individuals and you just feel a certain type of energy of negativity that don't sit well with you. You can't understand it. You can't quite grasp it, but it's not allowing you to be able to truly express yourself in your happiness, in your peace of mind. Yeah, this is because you have to understand there are outside forces around you that don't support you and don't believe in you. And you have to have the discernment. You have to have the wisdom to be able to notice these things and see this. You got to be able to see it from afar off. See it before it gets too close. Recognize it and know how to avoid it. Know how to separate yourself from it. Because when you truly get to that point that you worked on yourself and you develop yourself and you get into that point that you're building with others and networking and developing a team, you're developing a team, whether you're building that camaraderie, you don't want anything that can be anything against that and sabotage that anywhere around. You don't want that. You can have a spouse or a mate that's in your life and they may feel some type of way because you're connected with new friends and new individuals, networking, meeting new people who you share common interests in and building on and working with. And starting to see progression in your ideas and plan that you have. And you may have a spouse, you may have a mate who is jealous of this, who doesn't agree with this, who cares more about what you can do for them and having possession and control over you than you having control over your life doing what's best for you. Get into the potency of your potential. What are you going to do with that? Do in that situation. How are you going to address this? How are you going to have the wisdom to be able to separate yourself from that and to be able to have the courage, to be able to maintain, your positivity and your self-value to keep on going? What do you do in those situations? When you have the prize, when you have the trophy, the possession, right, that you obtain, but it's those who claim they love you, claim they support you, claim they are, in agreement of what you're doing, but they're around you and they're against you. They cause friction. They cause chaos. And they cause, you know what I'm saying, contentment within y'all bond and y'all relationship and y'all connection because they are against what you're doing. Do you just go against what you're doing, give it all up to take on someone else's idea of what they think you should do and what you think you should be? Or do you stay true to yourself? These are things you're going to have to face when you're staying true to yourself, when you're working on yourself. These are things that you're going to have to deal with. But staying true to yourself pays off in the long run. When you work things in your favor, when you do what makes sense, and you're staying true to it, and you're staying consistent to it, you can't just give up on yourself and expect others to still have your best interest in you. When you give up on yourself, you're giving up on your best interest. How can you expect others to have your best interest, and you don't even have your best interest anymore? See, so that's why self-love has to always stay strong, has to always stay consistent and relevant in your life. You have to value the way that you feel about yourself, the way you treat yourself, the way you love yourself. You have to value these things, because not valuing these things allows individuals around you to not value you. And now you're feeling like you're not valued. Now you're feeling like no one cares about you, not important. How important do you feel about yourself? What important things do you do for yourself? And those important things that you do for yourself, how true are you to it? Look, man, I'm coming here and going live with you. About to take the time out to, enjoy my evening, enjoy my beautiful evening with my handsome self. Yes, indeed. Definitely probably gonna meet some beautiful people today. Yeah. So who gonna be watching that Pro Bowl, matter of fact? Who gonna be tapped into the Pro Bowl? Of course, yours truly, I will be down there at the Pro Bowl, down in Orlando, enjoying myself, doing my thing, But Super Bowl is going to be coming up. Going to be very eventful this year. Anybody got they got any festivals and concerts or any extravaganzas going on? Yeah, let me know, man. Let me know. Any big festivals and concerts are going on, whatever city or state it is, let me know. Might send my team out. If you want to get a part of content creating real good content and getting involved in the community, traveling, sightseeing, making a difference, now is the time. You definitely want to reach out to me. You can reach out to me on the website, www.greencitycleancity.org. You can go to the bottom and subscribe. You can also reach out to me on Instagram, Green City Clean City. That's the Instagram page. You can go to the Instagram, follow and send a message to get involved, man. We got real good content, man. Having fun, bringing people together, in a good and positive manner and way,